You should be perfect. You should be perfect. You should all be perfect. But not in the way you think. This word, being perfect, once meant to me, you should have no flaws. And I've come to realize that perfect can have more meaning than that. I'm someone who has spent my entire life trying to achieve this old idea of perfection, especially in an academic setting. And while in school it may be more straightforward with that 100% grade, this number doesn't really translate into your own life. I believe it is this same word that can help us break apart from everybody else's expectations on who we should be and achieve. When we let others have the power of defining us, we're enforcing limits on ourselves. Your typical, I'm not enough, I'm not good at this is just not for me. Breaking away from these self-appointed restrictions is what perfection is to me and should be to you. Growing up, I was always the smart one. I always got the best grades, won the most awards, and this came from a genuine love of learning. However, it also came with the labels of academic, nerdy, and even not sporty. Nobody expected me to perform well in sports because I already did so academically. And I can, for a fact, recognize that I'm neither the most talented or even coordinated. Yet I realized I could do the things I was not the best at. I could do the things others did not expect me to. I broke that limit. Now I'm 4 years into practicing volleyball, and while I may not be a world champion or even the best in my wonderful team, I am the best version I can be of myself within the sport. I am proud of the progress I have made every day through discipline and consistency. This is what perfection is. The thing about perfection is that everybody will have different boxes that they have to tick in order to consider you your most perfect self. And it is impossible to fill out all of those boxes. For your parents, it might be being compliant, doing your chores with a smile on your face, being polite. For your teachers, it's something completely different. It might be doing all your homework, applying yourself, talking not too much, but also enough to participate in class. It is impossible to fill out all of these expectations. We need to prioritize our own desires, our own needs, our own objectives to break away from those restrictions. Another example that helped me come to this conclusion is winning honorable mention in a national writing competition. And while this might sound like something impressive, but that fits into an academic overachiever's curriculum, it was something truly unimaginable for me. Other than for essays at school, I never thought writing was something I was particularly good at. Because I never thought that people had great writer in their boxes for me, I never felt the need to delve deeper into it. It was through an exercise in Spanish class that I ended up liking what I wrote. I didn't even tell anyone other than my teacher that I was submitting it to this contest. I never expected or even sought out winning. It was a gamble for me. I thought nothing would come of it. I just did it for fun. So imagine my surprise when I got an email that said that I was a finalist and I had to go and receive an award. I broke my own limit of my narrative abilities. My own perception of what others expected me to be and to do restricted myself from exploring that side of my life. And the process, which I think is most relevant at this point and also the longest, is how I went from being a shy little kid to, well, doing a TED Talk. 10 years ago, I could barely stand in front of a classroom without shaking and getting fewer points in my evaluation for voice projection and body language. And I honestly couldn't really tell you how I got over it. I just did. I wanted to be able to speak like I'm doing right now, like many whom I admired. And I broke that limit. Trust me, it took me years. It was probably 2 or 3 years ago that I could get through a presentation without my voice cracking at some point. But I did it. It was never because somebody expected me to do it. Nobody forced me to do it. Nobody wanted me to be good at public speaking. But I wanted to be good at public speaking. I decided that no matter what, I would overcome that label. I would overcome that restriction. And I did. So as you can tell, it's been a lengthy and arduous journey. But there are small steps that we can take to achieve this idea of perfection. It is a simple exercise of introspection, realizing that those labels are there and what those are for you. The next time you're about to not do something, ask yourself, why are you limiting yourself? Is it because of what somebody else will think if you do? Or are you deciding to go ahead with something? Is it because it truly serves your own needs, your own objectives, your own desires? Or because you think it will fill somebody else's boxes on your most perfect self? This exercise is what has led me to achieve the things I have told you I have today. And it has not been easy, but trust me, it feels amazing. This is what perfection is. It's a small shift, but it's powerful. It is what has led me to rediscover joy, creativity, and confidence. And you can do it too. Thank you.